With the Houston Texans. The NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, it's Watson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Quick pass out to Miller. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Wait, that 53! Let's go, Pete. Go, Bandit! Let's go, Pete. Tighten up. Back. Hey, hey! Undercut.
Past the 20. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Bro, what even just got called?
Wait, 20! Hey, Alabama. Mike 52. Five. Hey, Mike 52. Let's go, defense. Hey, here we go. Hey, 66.
Throwing now is Brady. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The second-year man for USC, this is Ronald Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
On 2nd and 15 now. Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done.
This is it. 19.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Set. 19. Check back 21. I got you.
Now on 2nd and 13. Watson caught by Cobb. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
A 2-yard gain on the play.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And 21 yards there as they convert on third. From the gun, here's Watson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Check safety, check safety. Hey, 31.
Throwing again is Watson. That's complete to Cobb. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Reset. 19. Double. He's checking.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Ndamukong Suh able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A quick throw here out to Cobb.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Reset. 19. 21. Check back 21. Watch the curl.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. But I'll guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use him a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Chris Godwin. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Check 45 to Mike. 59. Pick it up. Check 3. Let him go.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vita Vea make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. He don't know no better. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Watch the 9.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on, catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Watson now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. It gets it over the middle to Cobb.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it, because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check 4, check 4. Give me 9, give me 9.
Now it's Watson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Watch the shit, watch the shit, watch the shit, watch the shit.
To the air yet again, Watson. This is Akins hauling in the short pass. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Watson. Screenplay, Johnson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And an alley to run. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
A quick throw out wide to Fuller. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Shit, shit, shit. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Kill.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The Texans with a first opportunity now from the red zone. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Mike 31. I got you. Check it back,
Here's Watson operating from the gun. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Trying to get it that time to Stills, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
You get rock me. You get rock me.
Watson now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was David Johnson, but now it's 3rd and goal.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. 2 incompletions haven't moved them any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Slam, slam, slam. 72.
Brady. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 4th down, and the Bucs trot out the former 49er Bradley Pinion to punt it. Back deep for the Texans, Will Fuller. And the punt goes out of bounds, so no chance to bring it back, and they will spot it at the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion. to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe somebody to press it a little bit.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Watson going deep here for Stills. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Watson now, throwing again. Going deep here for Stills. It is intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. Stills, the intended target. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Hey, Alpha! 55 seconds!
So after the INT, it's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney merciless in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
J.J. Watt in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield.
What is that? 19! Check my 21. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone. Get to the man!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. He was looking that time for Stills.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Sugar! 450.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
53! We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Shadow! 55! Hey! High 7! You remember me? Let's go, baby! Switch! Switch! Let's go up. No,
Brady now on first down. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Buccaneers, first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone.
Alert 3! Shadow! Regular!
Now a first down carry by Jones. He'll have a first down inside the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This is taken at the 3.
TJ Morgan on the return. The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Wait, that 53! Check. Hey, Alabama. It's going to be a long day. Ozzie! Check.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Brings up third down and 11.
Wait, 20! Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Watch twist. Check. Let's go on. No, 66. Check. Motion to back.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Open man has got one. It's complete. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. That time a slant. Brady in general on those quick hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate, but most of the time he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
Wait, set. Down 80. Down 80. Easy. Check 52. Check 31. Check 31. Check 13. Check 13. Hey, goal 66. Alert.
This is Jones. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Danny. Undercross. 72. Hey, wahoo. 55. Right there in the middle. 72.
From midfield, here's Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
We got to step it up. Rip. Rush in. Ozzy. Check. Watch out. Come on.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A 1st down there on a pickup at 25.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Wait, set. 29. Alpha. Mike. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Jacket. Slam. Mike, 50. Smooth. 55. Hey, eat. Check tight. 55 is Mike, guys. 55.
On 1st down, Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. On 1st down, it's Watson. Caught by Cobb. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Watson looks to throw again. Being chased out left. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off inside the 10. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. And all the way up to the 21-yard line. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate, as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Wait, that 380. Hey. Check it, reload. Go. 41's coming, 41's the mic. I'm going to run you over. Sugar.
Here's Brady to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Brady. They set up the screen to a J. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. Brady now, 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Goal 50. 41 Mike. 41 A. Exit. Army. Hey, 41's Mike. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. 41.
From the gun, it's Brady. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. He completes this into the hands of Miller.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
41 Mike. Come on, check it. Shoot. Shadow.
Now Brady again. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Trying to get it that time to Stills. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Jam, 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 jam. Watch the shit. Watch the shit. Hey, watch the shit. Watch the shit.
Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
So many play callers in the red zone worry about the negative effects of a play that they're about to call. But this guy, all he's worried about is gaining yardage and putting the ball in the hands of his playmakers.
The Bucs on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. It's complete. It's Miller. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Scott Miller, his 5th touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. And Watson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Going for it all. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
From the red zone now, Watson. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating